Live from Oesterman News, I am Charles Berkins, reporting here at Bethville. Today is August 16, 1932, and America couldn't be in worse shape right now. Everywhere you see around you, there is poverty, suffering, and depression. The Great Depression has truly changed us all. But how did this come about? Well, this all started because of the stock market crash of 1929 and the Holly Smooth Tariff, which raised tensions between us and foreign countries. But what really kicked us in the ass was Hoover's refusal to help the Americans in their times of need. As you can see behind me, local farmers have been affected by the Great Depression.
Things were worse, even at its worst, even before the Great Depression started. It was so hard on me, and I was struggling to raise crops, make a living during the Great Depression. It was during the 1920s when banks started giving loans to farmers, and I took the opportunity to get a loan because land values at the time were very high, and so I thought, why not get a loan to buy some new machinery and tools for farming. But it was in one condition: you had to make a pledge using your house as a security for so that as a backup plan, so that if I couldn't pay my loans in the future. But yeah, my farmland eventually was foreclosed by the bank, and I pretty much just lost everything and had to start anew. So the Great Depression came, and it led to the decline of the income of the working class. Then it leads to underconsumption and a decrease in demand of goods, and so the overabundance of crops just dropped down prices of my crops, and it made it hard to sell and less valuable. And so it's just really hard on me. Hoover didn't address the problems of us farmers. He's horrible and useless. I just lost everything because of him.
Sister Sharapova is just one of the many farmers struggling with their poor, tiny shovels. Unfortunately, the Great Depression didn't just affect local farmers, it also affected high-class capitalists. Hey, look at that funny hobo. He looks like someone who used to be a high capitalist. Who are you people? Hi guys. So yeah, I'm a wealthy banker and a Wall Street investor. Well, I used to be, until the stock market crashed. I ended up losing everything: my clothes, my house, and especially my crack greenbacks. Looking back, I shouldn't have bought those stocks and margins when my father told me not to. It was such a thrill to risk thousands for a chance of millions. I didn't care whether or not I'd be in debt, because sooner or later, I'd receive more money in the long run. Even my friends did the same thing. They speculated any price, and they were going to make a profit out of it. But in the end, the moment when the stock market crashed, we all became homeless, and I knew we all fucked up big time. As bad as it may seem, there has been truly one group that has been suffering: everyday city workers. Everyday civilians have been reduced to living in parks and frolicking in small homeless communities called Hoovervilles. They have been eating grass and rat dung like savages. We can only imagine just how much these Americans are suffering right now.
Hey you have free money?
No. Go away.
Ah! I used to be a veteran, man. I fought in the Great War, lost a piece of my brain for a bullet, but it was worth it to make the world safe for democracy. Of course, right after the Great Depression hit, got dirt poor. I lost my car, my house, my family. I even lost my ball sack, man. You know, the sack of tennis balls. So of course, me and my homies, we decided to join the bonus army, go up to Congress, and get our money that we deserve for our time in the military. But Congress lied to us and played us, man. They didn't give us our money, but Me and my homies, we got played, but we ain't leaving. No sir. Just kept right on staying till that coward Hoover sat on the starboard cockpit to shoo us away and keep Congress happy. Let me tell you something, man. Those tear gases and bayonets, they were messed up.
What the hell are you still doing here? Don't you have a home to go back to?
No, stupid, I'm homeless. I don't have a house.
What about the cardboard house then?
No, I have one, but it's some little Asian girl stole from me. I think she's around here somewhere. I've been looking for her ever since, man. I'll look for her.
I'll help you out then.
Alright, thanks, man. Seriously, the world is so bad these days. Little Asian girl is stealing everything from you.
Is that it?
Oh my god, that's it! I think she's in there. Hey, you, get out! Get out! Hey! Get out! Oh, man, look! Get out! Come on!
Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Fantastic Hobo.
How did you end up in Hooverville?
I used to be an American citizen. I used to work at a clothes company selling clothes until the Great Depression hit me so hard. It caused high employment rates within just a few years after the Great Depression. Losing my job meant the only thing I had. That was the everything I had, actually. The only place I could turn to was Hooverville.
What about your family? They didn't help you?
My family? High unemployment rates caused us to separate. My parents committed suicide and my sisters went to prostitution. I had nothing and I was so devastated.
How would you describe Hooverville?
Hooverville was a shaggy town. It stinks so bad. The Great Depression causes unemployment, which made American citizens like me end up in this place. We survived by camping out here outdoors, using boxes, tents, shacks, anything else we can find just to make ourselves live here.
How did you find some food to eat?
Food was so difficult. Everyone around us would find food and would make soup out of them. Otherwise we would starve. Sometimes we would just find bugs and grass.
How would you describe a simple Hoovervillian?
Hoovervillians were just like me. They were just normal, but people that raised kids were more difficult for them actually, because the kids at that age starved and it was unhealthy for them. There was no medical to provide them. Hooverville didn't do anything about it.
This whole time people have been suffering, who has the ability to think to help out? The coward actually thinks that we're firemen on and Big Brother doesn't know how to help out. All because we have our soup kitchens and private charities. But you know what? Hoover can shove this tiny, rugged individualism up his I heard a new president's coming to town. He goes by the name of Roosevelt. I hear he's going to do things differently from Hoover this time. If that's actually true, then I will vote for this country yet.
No matter who you are, there is no escape from this Great Depression. Everyone, rich and poor, has been subjected to extreme poverty, depression, and death. Yet it's comforting to know that through these times of tragedies, people are able to love each other, share food with each other, and passionately love each other. From Oesterman News, this has been Charles Berrykins. Good night. As you can see behind me, the Great Depression has really affected us all, including local farmers. Oh my god, that last part.
What the hell? And so it's just really hard on me. Stop it. Hoover did not address the problems of the farmers. He didn't. Oh my. I forgot.
Oh my god. Local farmers. It also affected high-class capitalists. Hey, look at that hobo.
It was fine!
That's good. Can you please introduce yourself?
Will you give me money?
Sure, if you dance for me.
I used to be a veteran, you know. Wait. So, me and my homies, we decided to join the Bonus Army, go to Congress, Why?
No matter who you are, there is no escape from this Great Depression. Everyone, rich and poor, has been subjected to Great Depression, death, and extreme poverty. Yet, it's comforting to know that although within this Great Depression, people are sharing food with each other,